Now, some of the challenges that Lightfoot has faced in the last 2 years were unpredictable, including the pandemic. But this week, she created her own firestorm of controversy by saying she would only grant one-on-one interviews to reporters of color.
It only applies this week to interviews about her anniversary in office. And as she told our political reporter, Tamon Bradley, it's meant to send a message.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot marks the halfway point of her term with challenges on multiple fronts, among them trying to safely reopen Chicago after the COVID-19 nightmare.
I certainly didn't anticipate when I became mayor that I'd be dealing with a global pandemic, so I think it's made me even more empathetic.
But Mayor Lightfoot seldom pulls punches.
You seem to be feuding with a lot of different people. The aldermen, journalists, your emails were hacked, protesters have showed up at your house. Are you still enjoying this job?
I do enjoy the job. And look, I ran and came into office to break up the status quo. And there are a lot of entrenched interest, some powerful, some at other levels, who aren't happy about the fact that I'm pushing them out of their comfort zone.
Mayor Lightfoot, who campaigned as an expert on public safety, is still trying to get Chicago's stubborn violence under control. The mayor promised civilian oversight of police within her first 100 days. It has not happened.
I absolutely still support and will be offering my own proposal regarding civilian oversight, but police policy is complicated.
When will you introduce your ordinance?
Soon.
Despite a first year that saw violence increase, the mayor is sticking with her hand-picked police superintendent.
Is Superintendent David Brown meeting your expectations?
He's exceeding my expectations. David Brown is an incredibly thoughtful and strong leader.
After a teacher strike and bitter labor unrest, Mayor Lightfoot is crawling towards a partially elected school board. But she strongly opposes a bill in Springfield that would create a 21-member elected board. 21 people deciding policy, procedure. That, I think, everybody that I know who's looked at that thinks that that's going to lead to chaos. Lightfoot defended her most unusual decision to only invite black and brown journalists for one-on-one interviews to mark her second year. The move infuriated the mostly white City Hall press corps.
Your office says that you invited black and brown journalists to this round of interview. Why? I'm happy to vouch for Craig Wall, for Heather Cherone, and others.
Well, look, I think in this one day, when we are looking at the 2-year anniversary of my inauguration, as a woman of color, as a lesbian, it's important to me that diversity is put front and center.
There are some folks you've been feuding with, some of them my white colleagues. Some people look at this as sort of a payback.
It has nothing to do with that. The facts are the facts. Look at the people who cover City Hall.
Mayor Lightfoot is not yet ready to talk about running for re-election. As we discussed in our interview, she has major campaign promises left undone. Tamon Bradley, WGN News.